Hello and welcome, David here from Blitz Breakdown Chess. The World Chess Championship is just around the corner, the 25th of November. I'm going to be live streaming on this channel, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll pop up and we're going to have a lot of fun together. Without any further ado, let's jump into the topic of this video. We're going to be talking about the percentage likelihood of Ding Liren versus Gukesh D. And to start that off, I thought we could take a look at their ratings first. Their classical rating, you can see Gukesh D with 2783, very respectable, really flying up the ranks. Unfortunately, the opposite is true of Ding Liren, all the way down to 22nd place, 2728. So there's a significant discrepancy between the two ratings. And that is reflected in the odds. If we go to Polymarket first, you can see 22% chance. At its height, it was 32%, and now all the way down to 22%. And if we look at an aggregate of all of the bookmakers, this is the figure that we have, very similar, 22.67 versus 77.33. But that is not the end of the story. You might say, okay, well, looks like Gukesh is going to win. But if we just look only at the ratings and we compare the ratings and what would be expected to happen based on the ratings alone, we get a little bit of an idea from this chart over here. So this is quite a fun chart. If you go to 318chess.com/elo.html, you will see this chart, and this shows you the percentage likelihood of you winning if there's a rating difference. So for example, if you're playing someone with no rating difference, you're 1,000, they're 1,000, 50% chance of winning. But if you're playing someone, like if you're playing Magnus Carlsen and you're 2,000 and he's 2,800, now your probability drops below 1%. So this is just kind of an estimate, but it does give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. So if we ask ChatGPT to do some maths for us, suddenly it changes. It goes from 22% to 42% for Ding Liren and 57.85% for Gukesh. So it's actually a lot closer. And I asked ChatGPT, I'm like, why is there this difference in terms of the bookmakers' odds and the odds just based on rating? And of course, there are a lot of things that are intuitive that we know. Gukesh is on a hot streak and Ding Liren is not looking that great. He's been losing quite a few games, so that contributes to player form and recent results. Public perception and betting patterns, psychological factors and narratives, match conditions, injury fatigue, external circumstances, and odds reflecting implied probability. And that makes a lot of sense, but let's take a look at the probably most important one, which is player form and recent results. If we go over here to Ding Liren's recent performance, you can see he peaked at around 28.13. That was in January 2019. And since then, after more notably the World Chess Championship in April 2023 last year, there's been a significant drop-off in his form and his results. And in fact, if we look at the results from the last few months, he has not won a game since his game against Azamat on the 5th of August. Apart from this, he's just drawn a bunch of games and lost. So he lost to Fallujah on the 26th of August. He lost to MVL on the 28th of August. And he also lost to Le Quang Liam from Vietnam on the 16th of September. And the rest have just been draws. And I think the bookmakers are really factoring that in heavily, that he just doesn't have much momentum and he's going to need to do a lot of work to change that. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win and why. And to wrap things up, feel free to take a look at my store, always under Promote Inc. I think it's a great way to connect like-minded chess lovers on the streets wearing these clothes. You might find that they spend a little bit too much time staring at your chest to try and figure out what's going on, which is fine if you're a guy, but maybe not so much if you're a girl. Lastly, if you want to sign up to chess.com, there's a link in the description, as well as Grandmaster Igor Smirnov's legendary 3 Steps to 2000. That is also in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.